This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Now, a lot of people, they love to buy when it's high, right? But they hate to buy when it's low because they think that it's going to keep going lower. But you never think that it's going to go any lower when it's already high. And that's really what we're talking about today because the price for baby doge is so low right now. Can it go a little bit lower? Yes. Do I think it's going to go a little bit lower? Also, yes. I think we're going to have a little bit of a lower drop. But it doesn't dispute the fact that right now it's one of the cheapest prices you can get it at. Personally, I do believe it will go a little bit lower. That's what we're really going to talk about right now. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So, right now, as you can see, the prices we are at 9Z 950. So we've been here for like all day, and we've been here for a while, just trading at this area really all of September. Now we went all the way down to 9Z8 earlier this month. But right now, what I'm looking out for is this discount price point all the way down here at 9Z8. We're on the 4-hour chart, right? If we were to look over here at the other chart, which is the daily chart here, it still shows our discount price point here at 9Z8. And this also just so happens to be exactly where our momentum wave band is as well. So that's actually very good to see that our momentum wave band is down there at that area. So if you're wondering what I'm using right now, using the Chart Prime automated trading indicators, always got to give a shout out to those. So y'all definitely want to check it out. And look, this is the hourly chart right here that we are looking at. And the hourly chart actually is right below the equilibrium and it's above the discount point. So it's really getting rejected here at the Fibonacci retracement. So that's just something to keep in mind and to look at. And the price that we went all the way down to is like 8Z or 9Z 850, somewhere down there. So I like to watch out for these different levels that we've touched before because chances are if we drop again, and then that's probably going to be the area where we drop down to. So 9Z 865 is that official price level that we dropped all the way down to. But I like to stay over here for the 4-hour charts when we're dealing with baby doge in particular, just because it's a lot easier to track looking at the 4-hour chart. Now, the discount price point, typically when I'm using these indicators, it always has to hit one of these price points, right? Or either both. So we haven't hit the discount price point yet. So we're getting rejected again at our equilibrium price point, right? If we break past this Fibonacci retracement and our equilibrium price point right here, and we go above our momentum wave band, we're going to start seeing that momentum wave band curving upwards, going towards our premium price point. So right now, if we do not get past the equilibrium price, then we're going down to the discount price point. Now, the discount price point, like I said, we got to hit it eventually. We have not hit that discount price point yet. It's funny because, you would think that it would stop around here. But remember what happened last time inside of August? It actually hit that discount price point, right? And the second it hit it, it went ahead and it reversed. You can actually see that right here. So it'd be a lot easier if we look at it from the hour chart. So looking at the 1-hour chart here, you can see that discount price point, it actually went a little bit below it. And that was at 9Z9 over here. But if you look down here, it went all the way down to about 9Z82, 9Z820. Let's just say 9Z820 to make that a little bit easier there. But yeah, it went fairly low right there. And it's probably going to end up doing that again. We have not touched that area yet. So that's what I'm saying. Like we have to come back down to that area. And eventually, we're going to hit that level down there. So we already went down to like 8Z60, but we can go lower because when you look at the 4-hour chart, where does it bring that support? Where is that discount price point? And where is the bottom of our momentum wave band? It all leads down to the same price of about 8Z 800. And now when I say 8 or 9Z 800, it's the lower area of 9Z 800, not the upper area, because we already hit 9Z 86, right? 9Z 860. We already hit that level. What I'm talking about is further down to 9Z 800. And that's the lower level from 9Z 808 all the way up to 9Z 820. So that is the level that we're looking at. And when I say 9Z, obviously it is the 9 zeros after the decimal place. So that's what we're looking at here. And again, Chart Prime, automated trading indicators, best in-class trading indicators. Check it out. Link in the description. I always use this all the time. And that's what you're seeing me tracking the prices of baby doge. And that's how I make most of my money in trading. I use these indicators all the time. So moving on from that though, we are going to be eventually hitting this price, right? If we don't, and we just start going towards the premium price point, then I guess you just missed a good opportunity to buy. Because like I said, 9Z 86, like that was still a good opportunity to buy. And then when it goes a little bit lower, it's not that much of a drop. So even right now is a good opportunity to buy, in my personal opinion. Me personally though, I'm really waiting until 9Z8. And the reason why I say that is because since I trade, like I'm always watching the charts. So I'm willing to wait for it to hit that level because I'm almost positive that it will. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And it may never hit that price point. There's always that possibility. But when I'm following Bitcoin seems like it's going to be going closer to the same levels, and obviously not as low as Baby Doge, like all the way down to 9Z9. But what I mean is like the bottom of its discounted price point on the 4-hour chart, which is around 50K. So if Bitcoin's reaching 50K, essentially we're going to probably end up seeing Baby Doge reaching 9Z8, like the lower levels of 9Z8. So 9Z800 is probably coming sooner rather than later for Baby Doge. Now, whenever we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's already reached its discount price point once. It went really low. I remember everybody was freaking out about that, but it wasn't too big of a deal because it was almost an immediate recovery. It touched 49K. Very briefly, it touched 49K, and then it immediately recovered. But the thing is, if it does that again, I don't think we're going to have an immediate recovery like we did last time. It's probably not going to end up happening like that again. And that's why I say you have to pay attention to your different levels here. You got to pay attention to your supports and your resistance levels. Notice how the Baby Doge Fibonacci retracement is the same resistance where the Bitcoin Fibonacci retracement is. They're the same Fibonacci retracements. It's the same resistance levels. That means if Bitcoin can break past this 58K level and get back to the 60Ks, then that means that Baby Doge will pass its Fibonacci retracement resistance, and then it'll get back to its previous 1100, 8Z 1100, 8Z 1200, those areas. Now, do I think it's going to continue to rise even if we get past it? No. I think that we would probably end up getting rejected at this little trend line here, or we just end up getting rejected at the previous area we got rejected at, about 65K. So we just got to wait for that. But anyways, Baby Doge, doing fairly decent, fairly well. 4.3 million in the 24-hour trading volume, so that's pretty decent. And we've been having utilities being built on Baby Doge. We're having the Solana bridge coming. We got a lot going on for Baby Doge, so it's not like they're not doing anything, but it's all a waiting game at this point. We're just waiting. And shout out to the Baby Doge community for really supporting the project, because if you actually go ahead and look at this, like, people are really honed in on the burns, and like even like they're honed in on the burns, they're honed in on Baby Doge pause, they're honed in on a lot of different things in Baby Doge, and they just keep the support coming no matter what Baby Doge does, whether they're creating a Solana bridge, utilities, a game, burning. The Baby Doge community supports that, which is why this is a very, very good community. So shout out to the Baby Doge army for that. Now moving on from that, I do think that it's about time for us to get some more burns. Personally, I don't care for burns, but I know a lot of people do care for burns, so that'll be good. And burns, they help to a certain extent. They do help. So it would be good if we get some more burns, because that's what the people want. I mean, the Baby Doge army has stayed loyal this long, so I think a 1 quadrillion burn is probably good for right now. Just saying. I don't know if they have 1 quadrillion to burn, though. Like, I don't know if they have a free 1 quadrillion to burn that they're not spending on developing and that they're not spending on marketing. Because remember, marketing and developing is very expensive. So the money that they would be burning is usually going to marketing and developing. So we got to think about that. Now, the whole axe situation, I talked about that earlier. This is going to be really, 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 really big for us. Holders still going up, as we see. We had 1,870,880 holders. Now we have 1,871,277 holders. But like I said before, a lot of the times whenever people sell Baby Doge, you cannot sell all of your Baby Doge. It just doesn't work all the time. And simply because like it's just so many zeros, so many coins, so much quadrillions of coins inside of baby doge. When you go to sell it, sometimes you can't get rid of all of it. Sometimes a little bit a little bit of it just stays in your wallet, like the dust, pretty much the dust inside of your wallet. Do all wallets do this? No, but some wallets are prone to having dust in them. Like some shelves inside of real life have dust on them. So you always got to think about that. Like, not everything is really as it seems inside of the crypto market. All right. But, other than that, the baby doge community is doing fairly well. Everybody's doing pretty good. So shout out to the baby doge community. I just kind of wanted to show some technical analysis about what's going on and what's about to happen here inside of baby doge. So definitely hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want these automated trading indicators with Charge Prime, which is helping us predict these different support and resistance levels, definitely check it out. Link inside of the description. And as always, I will be back with another video.